Welcome back to the show, everyone. The Central Wildcats have certainly had some talented running backs over the years, and here's the latest. John Eads introduces us to Damon Blocker.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Damon Blocker's high school football journey wasn't a straight line.
A lot of injuries, a lot of concussions and stuff.
It started at St. Michael, where Damon played 2 seasons with the Warriors. But then, a tough decision had to be made.
St. Michael was a really good school. I liked it a lot over there. Junior year, I remember I transferred, and I didn't really tell anybody. No one from St. Michael school knew, and I had a lot of friends there. Nobody knew. I just kind of went secretive. I went over. It was a really quick decision. I told my dad. My dad was like, he was okay with it. People thought I was stupid. People were like, why would you do that? It's stupid. I lost a lot of friends from that. But, you know, it was my choice. I wanted to come play for my city. This is where I was born and raised, and this is where I want to play for.
Despite the doubters and the outside noise, Damon followed through on his decision and began his career as a Wildcat. But then, a bump in the road.
Week 7, playing Catholic High. I'd say the 4th quarter, game's about to end. Ran across the middle on a slant. Went to catch it, snapped my leg. It was very heartbreaking because, you know, I had a couple more games left with those seniors, and I was a junior at that time, so those are seniors I just wanted to put it all out for them.
ladies and gentlemen, number 13, Damon Blocker.
I remember I'd sat in my bed in a full leg cast for like 6 weeks or something, and it gets really like mentally tiring and stuff. You just sit there and you don't do anything. I do my homework because I really couldn't go to school.
But Damon couldn't just sit around and slowly recuperate, nor did he want to, because big changes were coming to Central football.
Here's Jacques Doucet from the Spencer Callahan 9 Sports Desk.
Huge news out of Louisiana High School football Monday as Catholic High head coach David Semino leaves the Bears to take over for Sid Edwards with the Central Wildcats.
When Semino came in, I was shocked. I never thought he would come here. I had a lot to prove. It wasn't just like my coaches knew what I was capable of. It's a whole new coaching staff. I got to prove to them something, so I knew I had to get back sooner than later, you know, and it took a lot of sacrifice. It was a lot of running, like joints and ligaments popping and stuff, running, but I mean, I was just going to run through it no matter what. I wasn't going to let. I wanted the coaches to see that side of me. I wanted that dog side of me.
The coaching staff took notice.
You know, you can see that look in Damon's eye. Like, you know, he's got it. He's got the mental and physical toughness. And from the moment I met him, you know, he was one of those guys that separated himself from a maturity standpoint, from a work ethic standpoint, you know, and he was all bite, no bark, all about business. And so that toughness and that blue-collar nature was a guy that we just wanted to build our whole offense around, you know, and certainly we did that.
It was a matter of when, not if, that offense would find success.
We were in the Jamboree against Bruley, and we just kind of had a lackluster first quarter performance, you know. And, you know, you could just see the look in his eye of like, no, man, it's not going to be like this. Damon didn't talk a ton in the locker room, but when he did, you could hear a pin drop. He asked me to excuse the coaching staff, you know, and he let those dudes know what it was going to look like in the second half. Not only did he let the kids know, but the first play from scrimmage, he breaks like 4 tackles and goes 75 yards for a touchdown. Same thing the next week against West Feliciana. You know, it was a tight game up until half with those guys. And Damon just ran right through this one dude and took it 75 yards. It was like he spoke with the way that he played, you know, and that's what the greats do.
Damon took more than 200 carries for 1,350 yards this season with 20 total touchdowns and helped Central make its deepest playoff run in a decade.
For a dude that came off of the major tib-fib injury and played wide receiver the year before, you know, to get the amount of carries that he had for us in 5A football against, you know, some of the giants that we play week in and week out was really, really impressive.
Damon's stellar senior season earned him an unexpected accolade.
I was at least expecting all district. I remember after our banquet, I was eating Lost Palms with my family, and Coach Morris came up to me and was like, made first team all state. And I'm the first running back to do that Central history, which was very great honor and great feeling to have, you know, with all the great athletes that have played here. Yeah, I was very shocked, and I was like, that's awesome. I mean, I kind of speechless because I didn't think I would ever get to that point, you know.
A fulfilling and redeeming conclusion to a 4-year stretch that was met with several twists and turns.
I want people to, like, be like, that was a stupid decision. But it's like, something about that kind of like motivates me a little. I want people to kind of be like, that's not, why would you do that, you know? And I'm gonna show you why I did it. And I kind of showed a lot of people why I did it.
As tough as Damon is, he recognizes that some help was needed along the way.
My mom, she's a great human being. She's always been there, and she's just helped me out through a lot. Like when I get like my broken leg, my dad was the one that pushed. Like he was like, take that boot off. We're going to the field, you know. We drag sleds, flip tractor tires. That's where I got my hard working aspect from. It's, you know, it's a kind of like where I model myself off of.
My wife taught Damon in the 3rd grade at St. Alphonsus in Central 10 years ago, you know. And, you know, you circle back, and 10 years later I get the opportunity to coach him as a high school senior. And didn't know the kid, but immediately fell in love with him. What I'll remember about Damon is that when you asked him to do something, he was gonna get it done come hell or high water. He had the mental and physical toughness and the mental and physical capability to be able to do the things that he promised that he was gonna do, you know. I think that's what we all want for our sons. You know, I got 3 of my own sons, and you know, I want my sons to be able to look a man in the eye and nod his head and say, I'll get it done. And for there to be no doubt that it's going to actually be done. I just hope and pray that I have, you know, 3 young men that come out to be as fine a human beings as he is.